Hello there, my name is Victor Ogunyika. You're welcome again to another wonderful edition, Thursday edition actually, of Today in the News. Yes, and we are going to be checking out what is making the rounds in all around Nigeria and outside Nigeria. A lot of news to talk about, from business to security to, and everything around it. We are just going to look at them one after the other, how we do it in this place. So you can just keep it locked down here and then send your comments, send your reactions, and of course join the conversation. We have the Vanguard, we have Guardian, we have the Punch, the Nation, and This Day. So very quickly we start with just truly the Vanguard this morning with the headline, the major headline: kidnappers on rampage. Kidnappers on rampage. Once upon a time it used to be something that is meant for the rich, but right now both young and old, rich and poor, everybody has been kidnapped one time or the other. So even people staging their own kidnap, as we've heard over time and seen in the news, it is that bad. Talking about the economic condition of Nigeria and people taking things personal in a bid to ensure that they are as comfortable as they want to be. So kidnappers on rampage on page 5 of the Vanguard, and we have series of riders there. It says hunters aid police military as ex-minister Adewale's abducted son regains freedom. You can say it was a thorough search party, okay, for them, talking about the son of the Minister of Health that was kidnapped by Professor Isaac Adewale. He regained his freedom, and then some people have actually been arrested for that. Then passengers bus hijacked along East-West Road in Rivers, 14 abducted. Those are just people, and then we are hoping that the same action and step that was taken to get the suspects that are arrested, that kidnapped the son of the ex-minister, would also be done in this case, and then the needful thing will be done. Then Zamfara APC Guber candidate's brother kidnapped by bandits, freed. Bring perpetrators of Taraba killings to book, can't tell security chiefs. Buhari orders security agencies to end Taraba violence. Buhari orders security chief security agencies to end Taraba violence. That is how everything around kidnapping all around Nigeria, from the south to the west to the east, and everybody is really, really scared. Just yesterday we were talking about UNICEF, and the day before yesterday we were talking about UNICEF saying that people no longer feel safe to take their children to school, all because of kidnapping. It is really that serious, and now the president has given an order that the security chief should bring an end almost immediately to all the sparks going on, especially in Taraba. You can get all the news on page 5 of the Vanguard. Okay, quickly let us go to what we have on page 42 of the Vanguard. Page 42 of the Vanguard. Thugs invade hotel, beat Oshomale's brother, other lawmakers elect. How Obaseki Oshomale's reef divided assembly. That is a full news. You can see that in the full page of the Vanguard on page 42. Yesterday it was reported that 9 lawmakers were sworn in overnight. Leaving out the remaining out of the possible 24. Only 9 were sworn in, and now we understand that some of those people were actually harassed in their hotel room and beaten up. But we are going to be speaking with our correspondent Gabriel from in Edo State to give us the what is happening, exactly what is going on in that region, and we just want to hear directly from there to be sure that we get a news of that. Very quickly we are going to connect with him, and we'll see if he's ready to speak with us. Thugs invade hotel, beat up Oshomale's brother, other lawmakers elect. And then it has a rider, how Obaseki Oshomale's rift divided assembly. Oshomale was the immediate past governor of Edo State and the current APC chairman of the state. So there's a problem going on, and it is safe to say that there's an election coming up very soon in that state. I think Gabriel is here with me. Good morning, Gabriel.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're welcome to Vanguard Live. How is Edo State today?
Well, so far so good. Everywhere is cool.
Great. Okay. The news of the thugs invading the hotel and the state assembly and lawmakers. Can you just give us a rundown of what is going on exactly in that state?
Well, what is happening is traceable to a rumor that was once on the ground that Governor Obaseki will be given the ambulance treatment in 2020. So following that, some group within the APC who call themselves a Edo Progressive Movement decided then to take on the governor, accusing him of not taking care of political party leaders that work for him. And the governor on his part also accused them of harassing him to give us state money, money of the statement for development for their own use. So that has been the crisis until very recently during after the expiration of this current the former Assembly of State. In the day of the inauguration, they were all fairly, they all went to Abuja. Nobody knew what to do there. And the governor also was also in Abuja to attend some state meetings, and when he was elected as the vice president of the Progressive Party. So ever since then, there have been no love lost until very recently when some 19 of the members addressed the press conference calling on the governor to issue a proclamation letter so that it's inaugurated. And on that same Monday evening, 9 of the assembly members, and let me say 5 who were later to hear that they got later 4 for the ward, for those who have addressed the press, forming 9 to they were inaugurated by the clerk of the house, Alhaji Audu Omobai, who said he got a proclamation letter to write there for the governor. So, ever since then, it has been a kingdom affairs. Another issue was that the group of 19, now 15, went to a meeting at the hotel where they were allegedly set up in chairs and tongue. So, as of today, there's no sitting in the district house of assembly because the Okil 9, who is not the speaker, and June sitting on the 17th of next month. So that's the situation so far in the group. Okay,
but then again, looking at the report that some thugs went to the hotel to beat up some of these lawmakers, including the brother of the APC chairman, talking about Adams Oshiomhole. We really want to know, because there is another angle to that story where some other users of that hotel were said that they didn't hear any uproar, denying that something like that possibly didn't happen. What do you think?
The event took place at night and none of us were there. And just almost every paper reported it. Yeah. I believe really there was an attempt by some groups or some hoodlums to chase them out, because we heard that they were regrouping as soon as they are sworn in, they will impeach Obaseki.
Okay, thank you very much, Gabriel. We hope to connect with you again as the events continue to unfold in that part of Nigeria, and if there is any update, please do well to keep us abreast.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
I'll save your number.
Of course, thank you. Okay, that was Gabriel giving us the first-hand analysis of what is going on at the Edo State National Assembly. He mentioned that there has been a rift between the former governor and the present one, and it looks like that is what is facing out. But then he could not categorically confirm if those lawmakers were beaten, as some other users of the hotel mentioned that they didn't hear anything of such, even though they said it was in the middle of the night. But of course, a lot of questions to be asked. Why did they have to wait for midnight before they do what they have to do? Why did they have to swear in new lawmakers in the middle of the night, and all around it? So just you can follow all the news on our website www.vanguardnigeria.com, and we'll give you all the news as it breaks, starting from from Abuja down to how it is happening at Edo Assembly. Okay, away from that, we go page 14, where we have 9th Assembly won't be rubber stamp. Lawan, the Senate President, assuring Nigerians that it is not going to be business as usual, because people were actually asking questions for the first time where the All Progressive People's Congress would have their man in the National Assembly, talking about Ahmed Lawan and Femi Gbajabiamila for the speakership. That it is not, and he is assuring that it's not going to be a rubber stamp. They are going to do what they have to do. Where they have to fight, they are going to disagree, and where they have to make up, all in the interest of Nigeria. So the Senate president have spoken. NAS wouldn't be rubber stamp. Lawan. That's on page 14. Over again to page 39. We have mayhem in Ojota. 1 killed, scores injured as police arrest 6. Mayhem. Talking about fight and insecurity everywhere. If it's not kidnapping, it's banditry. If it's not banditry, then it's cultism. Everything in Nigeria. The president is not happy. He's asking the security chiefs to ensure that end would come to this thing in no distant time. Okay, and Khan is also not happy. The Christian Association of Nigeria telling the president and security chief to bring perpetrators of Taraba killings to book as soon as they can. Okay, that's on page 39. You can get all the news from page 39. Away from that, we go to page 13. There's no new case of Ebola virus in Nigeria. Oh, that's scary. Someone was said to have traveled into the country, and it looked like a scare of what happened when Mr. Sawyer came from Liberia the other time. I think that's about some 4 years ago right now. And this person came in from Congo, where they've been battling this Ebola disease virus for some time. And she came, and the symptoms, according to reports, was said to have looked like Ebola, but by the final test, it actually proved negative. And the health ministry have come to say there is no Ebola virus in Nigeria. People should be calm. Nobody should be scared. But while we are at it, I remember during that period there was a lot of cautions at the airports, schools, terminals. Everybody wanted to be ensured that they practice total hygiene. You see hand cleanser everywhere, But right now, the moment the World Health Organization pronounced Nigeria free from Ebola the last time, all those things went into extinction. They went with the disease. But right now, we are talking about it again. We need not wait for this period before we start doing the needful, before we start taking care of ourselves. So, in order to prevent any form of disease that can be spread from one person to another, let us ensure personal and total hygiene. Wash your hands when you use. Don't if you are feeling funny, see the doctor, and then no self-medication. Okay, it is all ensuring that we have a safer Nigeria. No new case of Ebola virus in Nigeria. That's on page 13. Okay, and FG has assured that. To page 10 is that we may register 200 political parties for 2023 elections. INEC cries out. 200 political parties. The last one we had was about 97 of them. And now we are talking about doubling that and more, for 2023 election. While some people think that we should have even lesser parties, some of these parties we know don't have the weight to compete in the national election, and then in the end it turns out that it looks like some of the votes will be wasted. But then it is constitutional for us to have as many parties as possible in Nigeria. But while we are hoping that there will be an amendment, and it doesn't take anything away, if we can manage it, well, good for us. But gone are the days where it used to be two-party system, talking about the SDP and the NRC, and that election was adjourned to be the best that was held in the history of this country, talking about the June 12th election. So we can take a cue from that and decide to rewrite what we want for ourselves. And INEC has spoken out saying that there may be about 200 political parties for 2023 election. Okay, you can get all that news on page 10. Okay. Straight to page 39, we have June 12th Democracy Day. Obasanjo lied. We invited him. Presidency, you'll recall that during the June 12th Democracy Day, no former presidents appeared. From Obasanjo to Goodluck Jonathan to almost all of them were absent. And the former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, said he was not invited. Now the presidency has replied him saying that he was invited, and he should give the real reason why he was not present there. That's the reason on page 39. So let's go to the women's own. ECOWAS Nasima speak on opportunities for women in mining and agricultural sectors. You can get on page 26. And on page 11, we have E-Daily. E-Daily is on page 11. Why being a business owner sucks. Coming from Kemi Adetiba. That's going to be an interesting read. why being a business owner sucks. I don't know if the likes of Dangote and Femi Otedola will be saying the same thing. But Kemi Adetiba is speaking here and say why being a business owner sucks. So you can check that out on page 11 of the Vanguard. Okay, and we have a columnist, State of the Nation by Olufaso on today's paper on page 31. You can get that, and we've round that up with Mr. and Mrs. He said, I stumbled on a document in your briefcase that confirmed you were given 50,000 naira as Bodinobi firewood allowance on your last business trip. I don't want to know what the phrase stands for. Just let me have the money, or tell me how you spent it with receipts. That's a query from, Mrs. to Mr. Bodinobi firewood allowance, whatever that means. Okay, that's all we'll take on the Vanguard. So we go straight to the Guardian. The Guardian, the major headline says, Court nullifies Kaduna's bill to regulate pastors. Other reports says to regulate preachers, maybe pastors or everybody. But they said Court nullifies Kaduna's bill to regulate pastors. Its El-Rufai's excesses being exposed. That's the rider. Another one said, we will appeal verdict, says state government. Delivering judgment late is no issue, lawyers argue. Well, why would somebody want to regulate the pastors talking about our sensitivity to religious activities in Nigeria? But then again, you ask, why not? If there is a need for it, why can't somebody want to do it? Okay, that is the major headline there. Then we have Buhari order security agents to end Taraba attacks. Still on that front page. Then Navy destroys 70 illegal refineries, arrests 38 suspects, seizes tankers. Also, you can get that on the front page of the Guardian. And we move away from that to The Nation. Okay, The Nation major headline says Southwest governors get wake-up call on security. Southwest governors get wake-up call on security. And we have the rider Buhari, end violence in Taraba. That is Buhari to security chief. Police insist Nigeria is safe. That's something else, because you can see that there are issues of one violence to the other in almost every part of, in almost every region of the country. It is not kidnapping, it is banditry, it is theft, it is all sorts, and the police insists Nigeria is safe. Okay, you can get that in the newspaper and get all the news yourself and why they said so. Then again, talking about safety, and then said we made 200 million from kidnapping. That's quote by a kidnapped suspect, apparently saying we made 200 million naira from kidnapping. Little wonder why so many people are indulging in it. Okay, let us go to the Punch. Say Boko Haram resurgence, PDP, Serap, CDHR attack Buratai for blaming soldiers. You recall yesterday the chief of staff said that the soldiers are not doing enough, talking about the officials, that they are not giving their best, in the fight against insecurity and everything around it. But that has gotten an instant reply from the opposition. Serap, CDHR attack the Buratai for blaming soldiers. Sack COAS, that is Chief of Army Staff, other security chief. Opposition Yakasai tell Buhari. Okay, that is the front page of the Punch. And then another headline there: son backs life imprisonment for killing father in Akwa Ibom. Son kills father in Akwa Ibom, gets life imprisonment. Okay, that is it. And finally we go to this day major headline say Afenifere orders demand rejig of national security architecture. Afenifere orders demand rejig of national security architecture. Say Buratai Buratai's revelation on soldiers indiscipline on the front line worrisome. When the chief of army staff has said what it is, and I think there are different reactions to this. Afenifere is saying that revelation is very worrisome, and then others demand rejig of national security architecture. Okay. Also on this day we have our presidential veto frustrated electronic transfer of 2019 poll results. You can get that on this day. talking about the just concluded election, and people saying that INEC saying we don't have any server. The opposition PDP saying that yes, there was a server. So, and you say our presidential veto frustrated electronic transfer of 2019 polls results. Okay, that is how far we can take today on today in the news. You can join the conversation. If you're just joining us, we've just reviewed 5 national dailies here, talking about Vanguard, The Nation, The Punch, This Day, and and Guardian. So those are the papers that we've reviewed, and then just keep your comments coming, join the conversation, and let us have your own feeling about all that is going on. Let's go to the social media and see what people are talking about. We have Thursday Thoughts. We have Kroenke out. We have Messi, Argentina, Paraguay, Qatar, all sports. Then of course there is Obasanjo also trending. Let us see what we have on Thursday Thoughts. Okay, Thursday Thoughts. Vala Morali says your thoughts are the reason why your life is the way it is. Oh, interesting. The way you think is a reflection of how your life is. Okay, so if you want to better your life, first start by bettering the way you think. Someone wrote somewhere yesterday, I think it was Emmanuel, he said if 50 million people say the wrong thing, he said it will still remain wrong no matter how much you say. So that's another Thursday Thoughts there. And never knew until today that I'm not going to take that. That's attacking the tribe. Olu of Kaduna said the only reason time seems to be moving rather fast is that sometimes we are too busy living in the past. Some of us are not so concerned or we are so unsure of the future that we still want to dwell on the memories of the past. So Olu of Kaduna is saying the reason time seems to be moving rather fast is that sometimes we are too busy living in the past. Maybe just when we concentrate more on the future, we'll then see what that time is not as fast as it is after all. Then another one, they say not all advice from old men are good. Remember, even fools get old. Not all advice from old men are good. So remember, even fools get old. Let's go away from Thursday Thoughts and to Obasanjo. What is everybody saying about Obasanjo? Okay, Femi Fanikayode says the presidency should stop its whining about Obasanjo's failure to attend Democracy Day celebration. They are behaving like a spoiled child that was stood up on his first date. Why would OBJ celebrate Democracy Day with an election rigor and a tyrant who so that is Fanikayode defending Obasanjo's absence from that place. Then the seeker says, guy, live story. Success has many fathers. Failure is not only an orphan but an unwanted one. Obasanjo gave you guys an expo when he said, let failure be failure. Never you reinforce failure. Okay. Another one from Garba Shehu. Garba Shehu says the former president Olusegun Obasanjo owes an answer to Nigerians on his absence from the 2019 presidential inauguration and Democracy Day celebration because the claim that he was not invited or he did not receive an invitation cannot be sustained. That is one of the spokesmen of the president, Muhammadu Buhari, talking about the invite to Obasanjo. Okay, someone is saying so Buhari is feeling terrible about Obasanjo not attending the inauguration. That is how far we can take on Obasanjo and trend. A lot of sports talk here. Let us see Messi. Messi says Messi failure to inspire Argentina to win any trophy is the reason why he may not thrive in any other club except Barcelona. The more reason why he remains the small goat and Ronaldo will forever be the big goat. Talking about the greatest of all time, saying that Messi's inability to inspire Argentina is why he may as well stay at Barcelona forever. That's a reply to their performance against Paraguay at the Copa America ongoing. One final one from Messi said, anywhere you see Messi, you see Ronaldo also. And say Ronaldo scores the penalty to complete the hat-trick and wins the match. Everyone, Ronaldo. Messi scores penalty against Paraguay in a group stage match to level the score. Everyone, goats. Messi carries Argentina. Double standards. Okay, that wraps it up. Don't have double standard as you continue the rest of your day. Do what you have to do and try to make it the right thing. Every time you have to make a decision. That is how far we take here today on this show. Okay, my name is Victor Ogunyika, and I've been doing this with Emmanuel Okoga. See you next time.